Hello YouTube, this is the Prodigal Legion and I've been kind of busy lately. Well, I've had these very nice Wi-Fi battles against most of these YouTubers that I met on Twitter, and I'm very thankful. This is Trent, aka Lax Slime, and we had this LC battle, and it was a really good game actually. It was really enjoyable to play against him. And so he recorded this for me, which is something that I'm truly thankful. So in comes Chimchar. I know that I have the thick vat ability, so it won't be doing a whole lot, but this thing kind of got a crit on me with U-turn. That is not that big of a problem. But in comes Mianfu, which is a problem, and I'm gonna get cursed here because that's how I roll. And anyway, Munchlax, ladies and gentlemen, is a very cool Pokemon to use, provided that there are no fighting types to foil your strategy. So I had to kind of switch him out. And Munchlax is cute. LC battles are cute, and I think I'm going to be doing some more of these battles. As I'm going to start for the what do you call these battles? Yeah, VGCs. I'm actually going to start learning to play VGCs, doubles again. It sounds fun. So I know that I'm faster than Mianfu, and just in case this thing wanted to go for a knockoff, I could have taken it out. Mianfu is one of the Pokemon that actually screws my team around because I cannot use Tyranitar that well, and it's not going to work. So this Bulbasaur packs the knockoff, which is weird, but I'm going to go for the Psychic on this thing because I know that I can actually hurt it. And in comes Spritzy, and I know that must be the Violite Pokemon in this team. I mean, you're only allowed one, I guess. So I'm going to taunt this thing, but it has Aroma Veil. It can wish, it can do anything it wants. It cannot be touched by taunt. Nothing. Zilch. Zero. So I'm going to switch out Little Jester because she is important, and I'm going to have to send in Munchlax again because just in case the thing wants to protect and stuff. So my opponent goes for the Moonblast, but I do have some special investment. I actually do mainly have special investment, and this guy is my Violite Pokemon. So yeah. This thing is going to go away, and I'm going to go straight for the Body Slam just to get maybe some para hacks going. And then comes Mianfu. That is a Pokemon that I really want to hurt. So I'm hoping that I can do some damage, and no para hacks. Unfortunately, I cannot. If I paralyze this thing, it's going to be so much easier. So I'm going to send in Little Jester just in case my opponent wants to go for the Fighting type attack or the knockoff, which is okay because Little Jester already has her Scarf gone. So I lost my yeah, I lost her, and she was kind of important for me and Fu. But that is, how Pokemon is. It kind of sucks, I know, but oh well. What can you do, right? So in comes a Pokeball, and I'm going to send in Big Jack, the Pokemon that I love the most in this team because he's just Big Jack. I love this thing. So in comes Bulbasaur, and I knew that he had to switch out because there was nothing he could do, and I go for the Dragon Dance. Very good on Larvitar and LC battles, very bad for Tyranitar in any kind of battle because Tyranitar is dirt slow and there's faster Pokemon than it. So I'm going to go for the Facade, and it turns out that it can't one-shot this Bulbasaur. No problem, everything looks okay. So I'm like, I can basically sweep if I manage to get that Spritzy out of the way. So in comes Spritzy, speak of the devil, I should have gone for another Psychic when it came about. So I'm like, should I go for another Facade? And it just barely, that crit was so important. And if I had the attacking power to just do some more damage, it would have been so great. And the bad thing about the poison is that it's now racking up. I should have put a Flame Orb in this thing, but I forgot that Guts does not get affected by burns. So this guy is going to go for a second Protect. What I should have gone for? I should have gone for a Dragon Dance because I should have expected Protect from a Wisher. Now, this is the pivot point where I actually lose this battle. My opponent goes for the second Protect, which evidently fails, and I manage to take out both of my opponent's walls. So another Pokemon that kind of screws around my team strategy is this guy here that's just going to make it in. It's Chimchar, and he has a choice Scarf, and he's going to outspeed me despite the fact that I'm at +1. Oh well, what can you do? This is life. This is Pokemon. And yeah, so Larvitar is out of the way. In comes Munchlax. I'm like, okay, I have the thick fats. I can deal with you. So Trent's going to take away his Chimchar. He's going to bring in his Mienfoo, which has Regenerator, which kind of sucks. But what can you do? You can go for the Body Slam, hope for Parahax, which has 30% chance of hitting. But when you actually use something with that chance, you just never get it. You just never ever get what you're meant to get. So anyway, in comes Tyrant, and this is a Pokemon that I was dreading and that I was hoping to kill with Larvitar, but now that I have Larvitar out of the way, it's kind of bad. So this thing gets critted and paralyzed, and everything that has been going wrong my way, it finally goes my way. So I'm going to go for the rest and get all of my HP back. So even if this thing wants to go maybe for a Dragon Dance, I'm not sure what Tyrant does, but it's going to go for the Outrage, and it's going to destroy my life. And I'm hoping now that he gets confused, and Parafusion is something that could work in my favor, but it's all about the hacks and the numbers and the percentages. And the Sleep Talk goes well. I do manage to get a Body Slam off, and still, this Tyrant is paralyzed. I was very fortunate there, and it gets confused. So I'm like, okay, Parafusion, please work in my favor. Please get another crit Body Slam. I'm like, that would be too much to ask for. But anyway, I go for the rest. A curse would have been nice, but rest was unfortunately what I got. But my opponent breaks through Parafusion and destroys Munchlax's life. And I lost my Munchlax here, which is kind of sad. So anyway, in comes Ponyard, a Pokemon that I really like using, and this is another part of my poor skills as a one-on-one V player thing. I tend to overpredict my opponents sometimes, or I just forget to predict in general. So anyway, this thing is going to go for the I don't think Munchlax was my I actually had the oh yeah, that's right. I had the Choppleberry on Munchlax, so I could have taken a fighting type attack. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch again, predicting that Chimchar to attack, but I should have gone for the knockoff, predicting the switch, and I could have taken this Pokeball thing down. And it's bad. It's all bad for me because Voltorb outspeeds, and it can potentially ruin my life. Now I'm going to send out Minchi, then Minchinita, and this thing is going to go for the Thunderbolt. I have nothing left but my Ghastly in the back, and I can go for the Tail Slap and wreck this thing. But it has Aftermath, so that kind of sucks. but no problem. No problemo, because in comes this Chimchar, and it just destroys my life, and all I have left is my Ghastly, and yeah, so that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to send in Miss Boo and lose this match here, but don't worry, this is a 2-in-1 special against the same player. It is a great pleasure to play against Lax Slime Trent. He's actually from Australia, and Australia is something that we Greeks, it's a country that we like a lot because, we visited a lot and stuff. So Life Orb is going to eventually kill me, so I lose against Trent and the last Pokemon. It was a very close match. It was something very enjoyable. I'm very glad that I had the opportunity to test out my LC team against him. I do have other battles featuring Big Jack. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure that you are going to enjoy it. Now, I think that the next battle is around here somewhere. So anyway, the whole Aroma Veil thing kind of screwed me over. I over-predicted with Voltorb. I could have gone for the knockoff and destroyed it. But anyway, no, I guess, okay, here's the next battle file. Okay, so we had an NU match, something that I was not that very great at, but I'm also very thankful that he managed to record this for me. Thank you a lot, Trent. I really appreciate this. If you're watching this, I appreciate it. I say it with words. I said it on Twitter, but I'm going to say it with words. Another very cool battle, by the way. So in comes Den. I knew that this thing would have, come first because, maybe predicting me to send in. I actually made a prediction, so that's why I kind of sent in Den. But anyway, I don't think I have stealth rocks with this thing. What do I have stealth rocks on? Okay, it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go for the knockoff. Fortunately, onto the Seedra, which obviously had the Eviolite, which is fantastic. But if it had poison point, it would have sucked. But I really do not know. No, it's a sniper. It's not a poison point. So, Seedra is a very cool Pokemon to use in single battles, and I really think that it's a cool thing. So my opponent's going to go for the Scold onto my Floette and gets the burn, which isn't very good for me because I have to aromatize myself and use soothing aromas to heal my burns. So in comes Swalot, something that I should have predicted. I should have switched out into my Sand Slash to go for an Earthquake, maybe, add some pressure, but I decided to stay in instead. So Trent pulls a double switch here into something, predicting very well that I was going to go, obviously, maybe into Sand Slash again, so I could get some Giga Drains off, but I'm going to send in my Nose It All so I can, set up Stealth Rocks and whatnot. So anyway, we exchange rocks, because that is what we do in the Pokemon world. We exchange rocks, and it was kind of stupid. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have done that. I should have switched the hell out of there. So, Cradili's going to go for the Giga Drain, and if this thing, I think Cradilis do have Earth Power. I'm not sure. So anyway, I go for the Volt Switch. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage. It's actually going to do pathetic damage. Nothing. It's like I never touched it. So I'm going to send in Born to be wasted because he likes wasting stuff, and I over predicted in one thing. He had a Xatu, and what do Xatu's pack, ladies and gentlemen, lately? Magic Bounce. And am I going to predict that? No. Do I overlook it? Yes. So I'm going to go for the Spikes, and I have Stealth Rocks and Spikes racked up all against me, which sucks. So Magic Bounce is going to bounce these Spikes in my face. And yeah, that is what happens when you overlook stuff. When you're not focused in anything that you're doing, you're most likely going to screw up. So this Xatu looks like a physical variant. I'm thinking choice banned regarding the damage because I am physically defensive. So I'm going to go for the Gunk Shot, hope to get some poison and kill it, but no, I'm not going to get that lucky. No, why would I get that lucky? I'm going to switch out and send in my Knows It All, because Knows It All knows it all. My all, wise Nose Pass. So anyway, I get wrecked by my own hazards. I set these hazards alone. So that's why I sent this thing, and it does a crap ton of damage onto my Nose Pass. So maybe Trent was hoping for a flinch there, maybe to get some extra damage. Hopefully no flinch. Thankfully no flinch. I managed to kill this Xatu and get out of there, and I can switch into anything I want to, which is Sand Slash, because I want to rapid spin away the rocks. And yeah, so this is not going to work into my favor that much because, oh well, I just really don't have the word for it, but I'm not that good in NU. I've done a battle against Ryan once, Squid Prince, using the very same team, and I got destroyed. This is not a very well planned team. So I switch out, fearing the Scold, and did I overlook another thing? Yes, I did. What did I overlook? This thing has Sniper! This thing has the freaking Focus Energy Sniper combo going on, and even without its Eviolite, I think that if I hadn't made the switch out, I could have done some extra damage, and it would have been a much better day for us around here. So anyway, a critical hit. Didn't really matter. Could have taken it anyway. So I'm going to send in Hot Wings. Please, Hot Wings, just do some damage. Just kill this thing with a Choice Banded Drill Peck. And if I had used my Sand Slash earlier, I could have killed this thing, but no. No. I didn't. I just, got wrecked by a Ice Beam, which destroys my Fearow. And it's good to see Fearow. So anyway, in comes Floette. This is how powerful Seedra can be with the Sniper ability and the Eviolite attached to it. A Scold from a Focus Energy critting Seedra is deadly even to an Eviolite, specially defensive Floette. So I'm going to send in Thyra. I'm like, I have nothing to lose. This guy is Choice Scarfed. He has one purpose in life, just to blast an eruption. So I'm like, I should blast one. Trent asked me why I went for it, and I was like, I have nothing left to do. I knew I had this battle lost, so he's gonna send in his Den thing. He can go for a Nuzzle or a Volt Tack, not yeah, Wild Charge, sorry, and he's going to completely destroy my Thyra, leaving me with nothing. So I'm locked into Eruption. I cannot do anything. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you overpredict and do stupid plays. And that was a critical hit. That was like a consolation prize. So I'm going to lose Thyra here, and that is going to be possibly the end of the match. Do I have anything else? Oh yes, I have Sand Slash, and I'm not going to go down so easy because I know that this Den is locked because it is most likely Choice Scarfed of its own, and I'm a modest Scarf, and this thing is naturally faster, I believe, than Typhlosion. So I know that Cradily is coming in here. What can I do to actually give Cradily a hard time? Any guesses? What I pack on the Sand Slash? Wait for it, Super Fang. Yes, I knew that this thing was going to come in, so I'm like, if the Super Fang connects, I can actually bring it to a amount of HP, which hopefully I can take out the Cradily. I'm still fighting that Seadra is out of the way, so I can do some damage. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake, hoping that I could kill it, but no, it's not going to be enough because Cradily is incredibly bulky, and it has a Giga Drain and the lefties, and it's going to destroy my life, and that is the end of the second game, which also ended in a loss because Trent is a very seasoned trainer. He knows what he's doing, he is focused, and that is what happens in a Pokemon battle. It's not a matter only of skill, because both players can be skilled. I believe that I'm skilled, he is very skilled, but the thing is that I am not focused. I'm not focused. I'm actually, you can actually see how careless and reckless I was. I switched out Sandslash, fearing the Scold, but he knew that, he predicted my switch, and I was careless. So when you're careless in a Pokemon battle, this is what happens. You tend to lose. You have to be focused in the game, and just do stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get wrecked by my own hazards and be brought to this amount of HP, and I forfeit the game here because I'm like, have mercy on my garbage stuff. So anyway, despite the outcomes of both battles, I really enjoyed playing against you, Trent, and I hope that we can battle again sometime. All I need is just time, and until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I will be posting some pretty cool stuff in the future, I promise. And that is me, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next battle. Goodbye.